And if, well, you're not performing yourself these days, Michael, do you miss that? Do you miss the action and the buzz of the stage?
Yeah, of course I do. I think, for me, I'm running the business as well, and as I say, we have 2, sometimes 3 troops on the road, and it's a big, big job. But when I come to see the show and the lights go down, the drums start, it's very hard not to want to be up there. It's very difficult then, but listen, I've had a great career, and I've been blessed to have danced in many cities around the world in front of many, many wonderful people, so I can take a lot home.
Okay, there was a number of years back there where there were doubts that you could dance again yourself because of ill health and some problems that people would have read about. How is your health these days, Michael?
Yeah, I think it's very good actually, and I worked with a wonderful man from County Clare, Michael O'Doherty, a terrific guy, and came to see me and worked. Came up to Doonbeg Golf Club where I'm a member, and worked with me, and he did really terrific work for me. I can't thank him enough. I wish more people would see the value in what he's doing, and less pills for more people would be a good thing in this crazy world.
I know Michael well. We know him through Clare GA circles. We know him through Plexus Bioenergy, and I've spoken to him before on the programme. But what is it about what Michael was able to do for you that worked so well, or could you explain it yourself, Michael?
Well, I'm sure he can explain it much better. At the end of the day, the world is about energy, and I've always believed in that. Since the very beginning of my shows, I've had a woman touring with us that does positive energy around the cast and certainly around myself. And Michael is probably a more profound example in that regard, and he is able to clean the energy systems around the body. And if that energy system is working, the energy field, naturally the body obeys everything from the energy. So he's gifted in what he does, a very highly intelligent man, very well educated. He knows what he's doing, and it certainly worked for me.
Did that work quickly for you, Michael? Did you realise that things were getting back to normal? Because I think for a while you doubted that they would.
Yeah, it was very tough, John. For a long time, I was incapacitated, and for somebody like me who is very, very active, I'm an outdoor kind of guy, it was very difficult. And after Michael worked on me, we saw results right away, and I knew that that's the answer to a lot of people's problem in this crazy world. Less drugs, less prescriptions, and keep your energy clean, lead a good, healthy life. Your body can heal itself, I think.
Right, and you were able to dance again after that. You did get back to full fitness.
I did. In fact, within 3 years, we did 5 sold-out football stadiums in Taiwan, and I think that tells you everything. No pills.
Right, so you're in good form now. Do you get back to Doonbeg much?
Yeah, I love it there. Brian Shaw and those guys, Brendan Murphy, Tove, they're all buddies of mine, and I love to play golf when I can and go up there. But just the people are so wonderful and warm. How could you not love that place?
Very good. Well, since maybe the dancing days and things have changed for you slightly, well, you concentrated on music as well and playing the flute, I think, Michael.
Yeah, I love playing the flute. I've been doing it all my life. I just haven't had as much opportunity as I would have liked to spend playing it. But I do play on stage whenever I do perform, and some of my great friends are mad into music. Matt Malloy is one of my best buddies, and Seamus Tansey is another great flute player. They're all friends of mine, and whenever we have our Christmas parties, it's usually pretty packed out with great Irish musicians, and a very enjoyable time.
Would you have been influenced by the trad scene here in Clare on your visits as well?
Sure. I know there was a terrific fiddle player years ago that I used to play music with, a young lad named Martin Hayes, and he was a terrific player.
I know him well.
Yeah, he's a good lad, really good lad. Yeah, terrific. There was some great musicians from there.
Very good. Now, well, playing music, you're still involved with your dance shows, of course, but what's in the future for you, Michael? Do you still see your home here in Ireland, or are you, well, across the world with your shows at different stages now?
Listen, I think my father was a workaholic. His father was a workaholic. I don't suppose I'm any different. I love what I do. It's a buzz for me every night to see those audiences on their feet. I get home to Ireland every chance I can, which is never often enough for me. But hopefully in the coming years, we'll spend more and more time here in Killarney and spending time in Ireland, and that's kind of happiness for me.
You're probably one of the most famous Irish Americans at this stage. So I'm wondering, Michael, what did you make of the gathering this year, or so far has it worked? Because we heard from some Irish Americans before that maybe it wouldn't work, or maybe that people wouldn't like it.
You know, I never listen to naysayers. There's a lot of people that tend to think always have to say things are impossible. They might find fault with it. I think the gathering was a great success for Ireland. I think it's something we should do again and again. I think, Enda Kenny did a great job introducing, I think, the whole thing. But, yeah, I think for the most part it's had a very positive effect, and we should take that positivity into the future. I'm sure that the best is yet to come for this country, and we'll be back on our feet very soon.
Let's hope indeed. Now, do you see yourself, Michael, as an honorary Cork man at this stage, or would you regard yourself as fully fledged Corkonian, or how do you look at it nowadays?
I don't think they would allow me that honour. They were very, very kind to me in Cork, and they're lovely people, but I don't spend as much time there as I really would love to. I just don't, but certainly I hope that I'm an honorary Irishman at this point.
The reason I asked is because I'm wondering if you've been shouting for the Cork hurlers. We're facing them again in the All-Ireland replay.
Now you're putting me in a corner now, because yes, I love Cork, and their hurling team is great, but I'm also great friends with Davy Fitz, and I'm proud of what he has done for the Clare team and what he's accomplished. He's a remarkable young man with a big, big heart, and dare I say, a hell of a golfer. Okay, so you know Davy pretty well. You'll be divided maybe in your loyalties on September 28th. I'm afraid that's the truth. I'll be rooting for both sides.
Come on the banner. So, Michael, thanks very much for joining us, and continued success and indeed good health to you, Michael Flatley.
Thanks, John. God bless now.
Clare FM's Morning Focus. It's what people in Clare are talking about.
For top quality paints and wallpapers, visit Shanahan Paints, Ennis and Smithstown, Shannon. Shanahan